Hey Facebook, it is Paul Evenson here, Local 5. I am here outside of Fox Valley Nursery, our friends here on South Oneida Street, because I'm doing a story with them here in regards to the Marigold Mile. Some of you may remember that part of our Founders Day celebrations for Local 5 News, we had teams of our employees out throughout the community performing a variety of different service and volunteer type jobs on our Founders Day, our company's Founders Day, which was a Monday back in June. And myself and a group of Local 5 employees were out here at the Marigold Mile, getting them a jump start on what we hoped would be a completed Marigold Mile by July 4th or shortly thereafter. Joe and Todd, the co-owners here at Fox Valley Nursery, normally like to have all the marigolds in by that time. But I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see that's not quite the case. So I'm looking down here. This is looking south down Oneida Street. Typically, the Marigold Mile would go down a couple more blocks past the St. Elizabeth entrance parking lot that you see there down to the left. It would go much further down. You see here along the right where some of the marigolds that we planted. This was the final stretch that myself and the other employees, Josh Rose, Rhonda Fox was helping me out that day, Justin Steffen, Aaliyah from our sales department, our digital sales, as well as Mariana from our sales department. They were all helping us out planting these flowers here that you can kind of see ahead of me here. But if you look across the street, you notice kind of a stark difference in regards to some of the blossoms that we planted. And even though they've been planted over there, those marigolds are struggling a little bit. There have been a couple of different issues involved with this year's Marigold Mile. One big one, and just talking with Todd here at Fox Valley Nursery, one big one is the weather. It's been very wet, and in order to really be able to plant well, the marigolds or these sections of the curb need a couple of dry days in between rain. And earlier this year, they just weren't getting that. And so it was tough. It was tough for them to even get around to be able to start planting and start removing the soil. I'm going to come down here a little close to the flowers here as well so you can see, but I'm not sure if you remember, I did a report on our first visit here when we were first planting these flowers, and you can see here we actually had to, all the way along the stretch, kind of dig out a section of soil underneath. And because the soil that was left here when the street was redone really wasn't the quality and the density to promote the healthy marigold growth. So we've been having to dig that up the entire stretch all the way along, replace it with a little lower density soil, one that allows the marigold root systems to grow a little bit better and support the blossoms a little bit better. And that all takes time, and that takes volunteers, and it's a little heavier work than just, of course, planting the flowers themselves. So the combination of that, the soil needing replaced, and the wet weather, the very few breaks in the weather, has caused some delays. Now, right about now, we're sitting completed between a third and a half of what they normally like to plant each year for the Marigold Mile has been planted to this point. Now they've got some folks coming in this week to help them hopefully plant about another 800 feet of curbside. But as you can see, there's still work to be done. We've got this main stretch here, but if you go past St. E's, you start looking down by the gas station and moving further down by Houdini's Escape, that whole stretch has yet to be done, and they normally like to do all the way down to the base of the Oneida Street Bridge. So lots of work here to be done. How can you help out? Well, it's as simple as maybe getting a team together, making sure that you are of a physical health, that you can help with removing some of the soil, because that's really part of the big problem right now, is getting that soil removed and out, and giving them a chance. Because once you get in and start planting flowers, the process goes a lot faster. but there's those couple of hurdles that they're having to overcome. So if you or yourself or you know somebody that can put a team together, they would love your help here at Fox Valley Nursery. There's still time. There's still plenty of trays of marigolds waiting to be planted behind me. And I will have more on the Marigold Mile tonight on Local 5 News. But just wanted to give you a quick Facebook update on where they stand. And if you have time, or if you know somebody that you can get together and volunteer some hours like we did a couple of months ago to jumpstart them, boy, they'd sure appreciate it here. And everybody driving this stretch of Oneida Street up and down would appreciate it as well. So let's give the folks here at Fox Valley Nursery a big hand. Let's see some of the community come together and help them finish planting the final half of Marigold Mile. So I'll have more again tonight on Local 5 News. For now, signing off. Thanks, Facebook. We'll see you on the news.